What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I want y'all to hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content. Now, I've touched on this situation here and there, okay? And I've touched on it in the community post. I had asked who's the biggest problem and who needs to go. I've touched on it in the short, saying that both the Lakers and as well as the Warriors, they need to clean house, but we see that the Warriors are going to try to stick things out. And I've also talked about it here and there. I talked about it in the previous video yesterday. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this, right? Who is the biggest problem and who needs to go, okay? Some people say LeBron, okay? Some people say Jeanie like myself, okay? All right? Some people say Darvin. And some people say Rob Pelinka, which I put Rob Pelinka and Jeanie in the same damn category. Okay, because, you know, that's the front office that we're talking about right there, right? And some would say that besides them and LeBron, they are the masterminds as to what is happening. Okay? And I also asked if all of them should go. Right? Now, here's my thing, right? I want to give a shout out to Steph Curry, because Steph Curry has said that he's going to go ahead and he's going to go ride or die with this squad. He's not going to block it. He's blocking the trade. He's not going to have any trades coming through. Nobody's going anywhere, right? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the obvious. Everybody wants LeBron to go. You know what I'm saying? Look, is it time for him to go? Yeah, in terms of the circus show and all the drama that takes place and getting people traded, snaking people, going behind people's back, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, if you're gonna do that, yeah, hell yeah, it's time for you to go. Because don't nobody want to have to sit there and worry. That's like when you go to a job. You want to be able to, go to your job comfortable. You don't want to have to sit up there and worry and worry if you're on thin ice. You don't want to have to be like you're stepping on eggshells, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You never play comfortable like that. Now you see D-Lo is playing out of his mind right now, but that's because it lit a fire in him. And like I told you before, I've talked about it already. I said if I'm D-Lo, man, I'm getting the hell up out of there. But anyways, man, we're talking about LeBron. Okay, look. Yes. Go ahead, get up out of there. Okay? We know what it is, okay? Now, everybody thinks that this is a shot at LeBron, or you're calling them trash and all this other stuff. No, it's not that. But look, John Sally was instrumental in saying some things in terms of the marketing and saying that it's not good to market older players. Shout out to Too Raw for TV, because he had talked about this. The NBA has been marketing LeBron for, I would say, nearly about 14, 15 years. I'm talking about when they really started to just market him, and that was it. And then as the face or whatnot. That is what's gonna really. It's going to throw people off, because there are a lot of people that really don't want to see the Lakers, and they don't want to see LeBron at that. There's a lot of people that want to see the Lakers, but they don't want to see LeBron. Okay, they don't want to see him. If you're gonna be there, like I said, you need to be a mentor. Scale back a little bit, show players what to do, things of that nature. But in terms of you throwing your teammates up under the bus, oh, I did my job, blah 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 blah. Well, it's not my problem and all this other stuff. No, it is your problem. It is your problem because you the quote unquote face of the league. That's what many people see. And this is another thing. See, what we have to understand is that, look, when Jordan was on his way out, he knew, okay, and I'm talking about when he with the Wizards years and stuff like that. I mean, he knew that clearly he wasn't going to be, marketed like that. Okay, Kobe the same thing. When even with a guy like Tim Duncan. Now I know that Tim Duncan wasn't seen as a guy that you can market around and everything. But if you go back and you go look at Tim Duncan, when the Spurs were winning championship in the beginning, when they first won those first couple of titles that they won out of the 5 that they won, it was I would say the first three titles, it was all about, it was mainly about Tim Duncan. But after a while, he got a little bit older, and he knew, okay, body's changing, the grind is catching up to me and stuff, but I still have something left in the tank. But I'm just going to be more of, defense, rebounding. But if they need me to score, every now and then I'll be able to do that. It's sort of like when Kobe, when he played for the Olympics and everything, when he played for the Olympics, all right, LeBron was sitting up there saying, hey, man, you need to tell this motherfucker to stop shooting so much and all this other stuff. And, didn't really have mustered the nuts enough to come to Kobe and everything. And then Coach K had finally told Kobe or whatever. And guess what Kobe did? He said, look, I'll just focus on defense. I'll do it whatever necessary. But if you need me, I'll be there, whatever. Well, guess what happened when they played against Spain? Right, it was Kobe that showed up. The guy that you said, you didn't want shooting the ball that much and everything. And he came and he bailed you out. When Kobe, all that whole time when he was playing for the Olympics, he sacrificed just playing defense mainly. Okay? Now, we're not talking about that, though. We're talking about just LeBron right now, okay? Now, the fans are tired of losing, okay? Now, there might be some guys that absolutely love LeBron and everything, and they're loving it. They're loving the attention. They're loving the fact that he just more attention, because whether we want to believe it or not, a good clout and bad clout, they both the same anyway, so it really doesn't make any fucking difference, right? But what you don't understand is that every year it's becoming the same thing. It's becoming the same circus show, and Lakers fans are tired of it. I mean, true Lakers fans, not people that just came over there just because one player had just came over there. You know what I'm saying? Because that goes to show me that you don't really appreciate the game. You're just a casual. So that's one instance. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people, they want LeBron to go. You know what I'm saying? And I can't blame some people. Like I said, if you're gonna be there, if you're gonna be in LA, okay, be there and be a mentor. Scale back and know where you're at this stage of your career. Okay, do you got athleticism still? Yeah, can you still play? Yeah, but you're not 25 anymore. You're not 29 anymore. You're about to be 40 years old. Okay? and you have to know what stage of your career that you are. Hell, I don't even think LeBron knows what age he is. But moving on, let's go ahead and let's talk about Darvin Ham. Okay? Does Darvin Ham get the smoke too? Yeah, he gets the smoke. I mean, he's, listen, Darvin Ham, is he the best coach in the world? No, he's not. But he certainly is not the worst either. He's certainly not the worst either. But here's where I have questions about, right? Adrian Griffin comes with second in the East. They were fighting with Boston. I mean the Bucks too, But he gets his job snatched from him, okay? And like I said, it wasn't a thing of race. It couldn't have been a thing of race. We know that wasn't the case. So he gets his job snatched from him. And they're second in the East. And guess what? Doc is 0-2 right now. They lost to the Blazers. You see what I'm saying? But they're coming out. They're saying, he's lost the locker room. Skip is getting on X talking about his job is at risk and all this other stuff. Okay, the writing's on the wall. We know all of that shit, right? But at the same token, it's really unfair to Darvin Ham, even though he's not the best X's and O's coach. It's really unfair to him because y'all were doing the same thing to Frank Vogel. Y'all were doing the same damn thing to Frank Vogel. Right? Did the same thing to Ty Lue. It was always, the head coach. If it's either the combination of the players, or it's either the coach. But they don't mention what I'm about to mention next. This is where I come in, and this is how I feel, okay? Despite the LeBron, despite the Darvin Ham, despite all of that, right? This is where I come in. And this ain't even my fucking organization, right? But I appreciate Lakers tradition because I appreciate the culture. And it's a shame of what's going on with some. It happens every single year. Okay? It happens every single year. And let me say this too before I move on. Darvin Ham, people got to understand that he went to the Western Conference Finals. Okay? But unfortunately, I must say again, we have a microwave mentality. And also, I can't blame LA because LA is, they're about championships, okay? Anything less than a championship is a failure. It's a failure. It's a failure. Now, this is where Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka come in, right? Jerry Buss is rolling over in his grave right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, we started with Magic, right? Magic had came in, you know what I'm saying? Magic is business minded, but he also knows the game too. He's some people have him as the GOAT as far as point guard is concerned, and they have him as that number. Some people have him as one of the greatest Lakers. Between Kobe, between Kareem, between him. He went ahead and he went and he left because he saw what was happening. He didn't want no parts of that. And then all the backstabbing and stuff like that. Who you think that fell on? Rob Pelinka, and it fell on, Rob Pelinka, but Jeanie Buss designed all of this. And she doing a horrible job. Rob Pelinka doing a horrible job. They raved about, I told everybody, I said, look, Magic needs to be in that front office. But like I said before, that's why I posed the question. That's why I posed the short, and I said the Lakers need to clean house. She needs to go. It's not all on, on LeBron. It's not all on Darvin Ham. Like I said, there is a hierarchy in place. It's a hierarchy in place. And it starts at the top. In business. If your business is not going good and your employees aren't doing good and everything, sometimes it's not all about, the employees and the lower level people and everything. It starts at the top. It needs a whole nother, like I was telling, shout out to Kareem Report. Shout out to him, Lakers fan. Go sub to his channel. I told him they need an overhaul. I also told that to Brandon Love Sports too. Go sub to his channel too. These guys are Lakers fans. They need a complete overhaul. Just like what it is with the Philadelphia 76ers, but that was up until they made a few changes and stuff. But we're not talking about my team right now. We're talking about this situation. Because there's so much turmoil and so much disorganization going on within that organization, and I'm not used to seeing the Lakers go through this. Okay, there have been circus shows, there have been dramas, like when we talk about the Kobe and the Shaq era. We all know what went on. We know what went on when with the whole Kobe and Pau Gasol situation. You know what I'm saying? We know what went on with back in the days when it came to Magic, Kareem, and everything that was going on and stuff like that. Y'all seen the movie. So this really isn't nothing new, but the difference between them and what's going on now is that they were winning multiple championships. They were at least competitive. And I know some people are going to be like, well, straight, they won an in-season tournament. It don't count for nothing. It doesn't count for anything. Okay, that's not the final, that's not what people want. They want an actual championship being hung in the Raptors. That's a Larry O'Brien. And on top of that, okay, I had a conversation with a friend and he was talking about, we just won a championship a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't even respect that championship. Unfortunately, they don't respect it. They don't respect it because then now that you got the people in the arenas, you got this going on and you got that going on, well, guess what? Guess who ended up winning the title? So, my thing is this, right? And this is another thing too. Should all of them go? Should it be all of them? That's another question. Should all of them go? Start from scratch, because you keep having to rebuild for the past several years, y'all have to rebuild. You got this player. It takes time to develop continuity and chemistry. It don't happen overnight. So, this is my thing. Y'all should either just go ahead, blow the thing up. You know, the writing's on the wall. Y'all talk about getting rid of Darvin Ham. Everybody wants LeBron to go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, the fans, they not pleased with Jeanie and Rob. Just blow the whole thing up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's gonna be impossible unless the fans get involved, and you know, they pretty much overthrow Jeanie. But I you know, hey, that's just me talking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants this change. Everybody wants, you know, you know, I'm talking about the fans of the Lakers. They want this thing to really change and stuff like that. But the people are gonna have to really get involved. There are people that are disgusted with it, and I know a couple of Lakers fans. They don't even want to watch it no more. So, y'all let me know what you think, man. That's how I feel about the situation. Y'all might feel differently. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, good or bad. Make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications so that you are notified. Until then, it's straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I will get at you later.